Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is March the 3rd, 2018, and this is the news according to the charts. We appreciate you all tuning in today. This is our opportunity to show you all where we're expecting the cryptocurrency space, some of these major altcoins to move in the next trading day. And you guys can tell, you guys been watching this channel for some time. You all notice that we don't place any indicators or charts, patterns, shapes, anything on our charts, all just to eliminate the confusion that so many other chartists places on their charts. And nevertheless, the market participants utilizes the price bars and the volume to dictate their actions, and as well can dictate their price movement and their mentality into where they're expecting some of these cryptocurrencies to move. And once you understand that financial language, you can also participate in the same manner in which they participate, because they're giving you their evidence and where they're expecting these cryptocurrencies to move. So we're the ones in this space in YouTube land that is able to dissect these price bars and volume with precision to tell you all where these cryptocurrencies are going to go in the next trading day. Okay, so just like with any other language, you need to have an interpreter to interpret the language that you do not understand, and that's our purpose here on this channel. Okay, so everything that I mentioned here on this video though is not to be considered investment advice, because we are not investment advisors. We're simply here to aid our fellow man into understanding the financial language markets, those who are independent of financial advisors, those who wants to take their own finances into their own hands and control their own destiny. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get started on our analysis for today. The market cap overall for the cryptocurrency space is almost around $460.5 billion. Bitcoin dominance as well is around 42%. So that is definitely increasing, and that's due to the fact that all other altcoins in the cryptocurrency space for the most part are trending lower, while Bitcoin is one of the outliers that's continuing to move higher in price. You guys can definitely tell that they're up 2.86%. Ethereum and Ripple is down, as well as Bitcoin Cash. Litecoin is having a pretty good day today, up almost 1.5%. Neo is down though, 1.20. Cardano is down 0.25%. Stellar is up 0.5%. EOS is down. Monero's up. IOTA is also down. Dash is up, and NEM and Tron are both trading down. So overwhelmingly, we have more cryptocurrencies that are trending lower today, but there are some that are making slight gains on today's trading. But nevertheless, we're still consolidating within a larger range. If you guys were to look at the daily price charts, you guys would definitely see where that range is for these cryptocurrencies. And as I go into our analysis for some of these specifics, you guys would definitely tell where that range and support is. Okay, so now let's go ahead and start. So Bitcoin is up 2.80%. Last trade was $11,348. Daily price bars for Bitcoin Cash continues to show us strength is appearing in the market for Bitcoin, but nevertheless, the volume is not necessarily as high as what has been the last 6 trading days. So we had to be cautious of that fact that the eagerness in higher prices is not necessarily there, but it is chugging along. It is moving higher. But even once you look at today's bar, you guys can definitely tell that we are getting stockpile coming in the market, and it's right here towards this previous area to where we received a lot more stockpile coming in. And in order for Bitcoin to at least come up to $12,000, we need to make sure we get more volume. Right now, we're not getting a lot of interest in higher prices. So yes, the market is moving higher, but we're not getting overwhelmingly support of the market participants that they also are in agreement that price should be going higher. So this is the 3-hour bars for Bitcoin. You guys can see that we definitely got a push to go down bar. So this current 3-hour bar is going to be crucial to see if Bitcoin going to maintain price or even move a little bit higher. $11,400 did come in as resistance, and then it held that support on this previous 3-hour bar. And then the next thing you guys want to see is the fact that Bitcoin came all the way back towards $11,500, even came up to $11,800, and that's where a lot of this volume came in. So we need to get precursors of strength around that $11,400, $11,500 area letting us know that the market participants are at least buying up all of those stockpile that occurred in the background. Okay, so if that doesn't occur, then yes, Bitcoin will continue to move lower. So right now we're just expecting Bitcoin to trade sideways. Okay, now we did get one precursors of weakness bar as Bitcoin tried to come up to 11,500. So that could be a change in tone of the market starting its movement lower. Okay, so you had to be cautious of that fact as well, because even on these past 3 hour bars, stockpile came in the market and made a quick move higher, but definitely we're not getting a lot of interest in higher prices. The only way that the market will be able to move past this resistance area is if we get a lot more volume. The volume's not there, it will not be moving higher. Okay, so at best we're just going to stay on the sidelines on our analysis, but at least expect this crypto to continue to trade sideways. Now, while Bitcoin is trading sideways and we see more precursors of weakness, then you know what's going to happen. Bitcoin will be moving lower. But as it is consolidating and trading sideways and we start seeing more precursors of strength bars, then yes, expect Bitcoin to move higher. So that is how you all can understand what the market is doing. So now we are going to look at Ethereum. So Ethereum is down 0.10%. Last trade was $855.68. So daily price bar for Ethereum, again, consolidation is reigning supreme in this crypto. You guys can definitely tell that we're not getting a lot of interest in higher prices, and neither are we getting interest in lower prices. The market is simply just drifting along in time, waiting until the market to get some type of movement to occur. Now, as Ethereum has been trading above $850, that has been one of the key areas that Ethereum needs to keep in order for them to move higher. We did receive a precursor of the weakness bar yesterday, and we are still receiving stockpile in the market today, but not a lot of it because the volume is extremely light. So the market can be almost primed for a move higher. 3 hour bars for Ethereum, again, consolidation is reigning supreme. We need the market to hold support at $850, and if that occurs, then we're still expecting Ethereum to move higher above $850. Currently, we definitely are getting a precursors of weakness bar, so $850 needs to hold support. If it doesn't, Ethereum will continue to move lower. Okay, so we did get a lot of stockpile here on these particular push to go down bars and precursors of weakness bars. We need to start seeing precursors of strength bars with a lot more volume, because Ethereum cannot break $870, and it's been trying for the last couple of 3 hour bars and it wasn't successful. But the market can definitely come back up to $870 and try it again. So overall, we're standing the sidelines on Ethereum as well, and just expecting them to trade sideways until we get a definite precursors of weakness or precursor of strength bar, letting us know what direction the market wants to go. Right now, it's just simply consolidating. So you have to stay in tune. You have to watch Ethereum, because if it breaks $850, expect it to move lower. If it breaks $870, expect it to move higher. So that's just the range we're trading in right now. Let's look at the 1 hour real quick. So definitely, even on the 1 hour bar, we wasn't receiving a lot of interest in higher prices. Right there around $868, a lot of stockpile came in, and you guys see the result. Market made a complete dump right here towards $852, which has been holding that support in the background. So the market, at least in the short term, is expected to trade sideways between $852 all the way back up to $864, even $868. So now let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is down 1.48%. Last trade was $1,261.60. Daily price bar for Bitcoin Cash, not too much is occurring in the market as well. We don't have a lot of interest in higher prices. Neither are we seeing a lot of interest in lower prices. The market is simply consolidating, just like what Ethereum is doing. Let's look at the 3 hour bars real quick. And as the market for Bitcoin Cash was, I told you all yesterday or the day before yesterday that $1,300, we need to receive more precursors of strength bars. You guys can see in the background, we did not get that. So we're still getting precursors of weakness being revealed in Bitcoin Cash. That support area needs to hold at around 1250, even $1,260. Okay, so we're there now. But even on that previous 3-hour bar, we did get a push to go down. So the market is giving us more indications of weakness than strength. So Bitcoin Cash can definitely be moving lower. Okay, and it might just come down to find support around 1250 and then move higher from there, because it is consolidating as I speak. So hopefully the market can hold at 1250, but we're getting precursors of weakness more than precursors of strength. So overwhelmingly, we're looking for the market for Bitcoin Cash to move lower. Hopefully 1250 is going to hold that support, but nevertheless, our analysis is for them to move lower. So next is going to be Ripple. So Ripple is down 0.83%. Last trade was around 89 cents. Daily price bar for Ripple. You guys can see how long this trading of Ripple has just been boring. I mean, the market just simply consolidating and volume is drying up. So sooner or later, we will get a move out or break out to the upside or even to the downside. So keep it tuned here so you all can see when the market is going to break. Right now, we're definitely getting more precursors of weakness bars than strength, but we're not getting a lot of volume. So definitely the market is getting primed and prepped for another move to a different price level. 3-hour bars for Ripple. Again, market look like it's going to try to come back down to the lows of these bars, which is around 88.5 cents. It could definitely come lower than that to 88 cents. This last 3-hour bar is a probable precursor of strength. So this next 3-hour bar needs to close above it. If it doesn't, then Ripple will be moving lower. First area is going to be 88.5 cents, but definitely 88 cents has been holding that support. Overwhelmingly, a lot of volume came in on this bar, and as well as this previous one, about equal, but the spread of this bar tells us that the market participants try to push price lower. And overwhelmingly, we're not seeing a lot of precursors of strength in Ripple at this time. So the breakout can definitely be to the downside right now as I'm doing this video. So we're still expecting Ripple to move lower. Told you all where we're expecting it to find support, 88.5 cents first, but then ultimately it could come down to 88 cents because that is where a stronger area of support has been residing. Next on the list is going to be Litecoin. So Litecoin is up 1.54%. Last trade was $210.13. Litecoin is giving us precursors of weakness once again. Over the last couple of trading days, we've been receiving nothing but precursors of weakness. But one of the positive things is the fact that the market is holding support around $200. Okay, so if that market breaks $200 in Litecoin, then it's going to be a definite move to the downside. It might come all the way back down to $180 or even around $186, $190. Let's look at the 3-hour bars for Litecoin. So again, the market definitely tried to push the market higher towards 220. All this volume came in, so definitely tells us that stockpile came in the market, and ever since then the market has been moving lower. Market needs to try to hold support around $200 in order for them to at least move higher to trading sideways. Okay, this last current 3-hour bar that we have finished is a precursor to weakness bar, push to go down. So this next 3-hour bar, if it does close higher, then the market's not done with trading sideways or even moving higher. But if it moves or closes below the previous close, then definitely we are in a downtrend in Litecoin, and hopefully that support is going to be around 204 or even $205. So now let's go ahead and look at Dash. So Dash is up 0.65%. Last trade was $602.62. Again, market is just simply consolidating. On a daily price chart for Dash, market is not necessarily moving. So this is part of the trading experience to where you got to be patient. Okay, there's an opportunity for you to evaluate your own particular trade and make sure that you are in a good position. And if not, this is the perfect opportunity to get in or to get out, depending on your individual trading strategy. Okay, so DAS is simply trading sideways on the daily price chart, and as I zoom out, you guys can definitely tell that it's the same thing that is occurring in the market on the 3-hour bars for Dash. None of the volume is really appearing right now on the 3-hour chart for Dash, but even on this current 3-hour bar, a lot of weakness came in, given the fact that non-interest in higher prices is not there. Currently on the 3-hour bar, we're still getting precursors of weakness, so the market at best for Dash is going to continue to trade sideways, but overwhelmingly we're getting a lot more interest in lower prices. But the market participants are eager to keep price above that $600 area, so we have to watch out. If that cannot hold that support, then market will break down and move lower. So this current 3-hour bar is going to be important for us to at least have it close above the previous close in order for Dash to continue to trade sideways. But if it doesn't, then expect them to move lower in the short term. So now we're looking at NEO. So NEO is down 2.29%. Last trade was $121.37. Daily price chart for NEO is definitely giving us precursors of weakness. Market needs to hold support right now where it's trading around $120. But definitely we're getting non-interest in higher prices, but the volume is extremely light. So once the market for NEO comes and touch $120 or in around that price, we can definitely get a quick move to the upside. So again, we're not getting a lot of interest in higher prices in NEO. We're looking for the market for NEO to continue to move lower. Hopefully that support of $120 is going to hold well. If it doesn't, then it's going to be a push to go down bar to break that $120 area. A lot of volume came in on that last completed 3-hour bar. If the current 3-hour bar closes below it, then it tells us that the market is not ready for higher prices. So now we're looking at Monero. So Monero is up 2.54%. Last trade was $345.07. Daily price bar for Monero. Look at the volume that's coming in the market for the last 2 days, including today's volume. But look where the bar is closing. So we definitely have no interest in higher prices in Monero at this time. The market is getting inundated with a lot of stockpile on today's daily price chart, which you all got to pay attention to. And even on the 3-hour bars, you guys can see that the market was able to come up to $375. And as you guys can tell, that was holding as resistance right here is where that resistance was. The market tried and it wasn't successful. A lot of stockpile came in the market for Monero, and you guys can definitely see we're getting a lot more wider spread down bars, which is an indication of weakness coming into the market. Even on this last 3-hour bar, expect Monero to continue to move lower. Might come back down to 335 if that $340 cannot hold that support, $341. If that cannot hold that support, then the market for Monero will continue to move lower. We're not getting a lot of interest in higher prices. Definite precursors of weakness is being reflected on the 3-hour chart. So expect Monero to continue to move to the downside. That's especially if this current 3-hour bar closes lower than the previous one. So now the last one for today is going to be Icon. Icon is down 2.46%. Last trade was $361. Looking at the daily price chart for Icon, again, non-interest in higher prices. Market was able to come up to $4.02, but nevertheless, it's continuing its consolidation just like all the other altcoins are. Market needs to hold that support around $3.50. I've been saying that for like a broken record consistently ever since we've been doing our analysis for Icon. It came all the way down to $3.47 today. So overwhelmingly, we're getting a lot of stockpile. Precursors of weakness is being reflected in this cryptocurrency. So we're leaning more towards the market, giving us movement to the downside rather than to the upside right now. If we don't get any precursors of strength start reflect itself on the daily price chart, then we will get a major move to the downside in icon. But right now we're just simply consolidating, staying above that $3.50 area. Let's look at the 3-hour bars for icon. So again, like I said, the market was able to come here almost up towards $4, but then a lot of stockpiles selling came in the market, and now we're getting inundated with weakness. Market needs to come and hold support where it currently is trading. If it does not, the market will continue to move to the downside. Okay, so that support, it looked like it's going to come down to the low of $3.46. That is another area of support that we need to keep an eye on if it's not going to hold where it currently is trading. Now we are getting a lot of volume. A lot of participants are participating in icon at the moment, but the market is not giving us any precursors of strength. So we're not looking for icon to move higher. At best, we're looking for them just to continue to trade sideways. It might even move a little bit lower. Okay. So that's all I have for today, March the 3rd, 2018. And as a quick recap, let me tell you all what we're noticing on the charts for today. Bitcoin is moving towards that $11,000, almost $12,000 area. But we need to make sure that we get more volume to support it. Okay, because right now we're not getting a lot of volume in Bitcoin to make sure that it can break through that prior area resistance right here in the background. Okay, so the market may come all the way up to $12,000 or $11,800, just like it did on this particular bar, and then move lower. So we have to get more volume to come in the market in order for this cryptocurrency Bitcoin to move higher. Okay, but still the precursors of strength is still on its side, so the market can still move higher. Today we're getting more signs of stockpile coming in, so it can definitely take a break and move lower in tomorrow's trading. But overwhelmingly, the other cryptocurrencies for today is giving us precursors of weakness on the 3-hour bars. Market looks to be moving lower. Might just find a quick area of support. Might not move that low, but in tomorrow's trading, it looks as if the market's going to be moving to the downside. So just keep your eyes on your own particular trade and be watchful of what your particular area of exit is as well. So whenever a market moves to a certain price area, that's where greed and emotion comes in. Get out the trade. Once you make the profit, once you have your initial price objective in mind, close out your position. Do not get greedy to try to make the market go higher. Okay, so that's all I have for today. Everyone stay profitable, and I will talk to you all later.